I want to talk to you about something that I think is really important when it comes to growing your wealth. Now, look, there are a ton of get-rich-quick investors out there giving the wrong impression about how to really build wealth with real estate. Well, in this video, we're gonna talk about the misconceptions that most people have about real estate and how you can start getting micro wins as you build your way to millions in wealth. So if you're curious about this topic or you just want some information, stick around because I'm gonna break it all down for you coming right up. Let's go. Look, a lot of people look at real estate investment as something they would love to do, but they don't have the time or the money or the energy or the resources to really, make a solid go at pursuing it. Especially, by the way, when HGTV over there makes it look really easy, right? Many peg it as a way to show off your Lamborghini in front of a mansion. But we're here to kick the misconceptions to the curb and tell you the truth about real estate investing. Let's go. The first big misconception when it comes to real estate is that flipping is not investing, it's a job. Now, a lot of people remember HGTV, we see these shows and we go, wow, that looks really easy. I think I could make a lot of money. I don't know what it is. I feel like a lot of celebrities think they could just go into flipping and they'll somehow get a reality show and make a ton of money. And so people see that all the time and they think, well, that must be real estate investing. Listen, if you're flipping properties, that is not investing. That is very much a job. Do you even know what it would take to be able to flip a property? I mean, just think about this. You'd first have to know where you want to do the real estate. You'd have to find the property. You'd have to make sure it was the right price. Then you'd have to get the financing. And if you don't have financing, you have to go find the money from somewhere else. Then you'd have to do all the work. What kind of work do you do? If you're going to flip a property, are you going to change the countertops? Are you not going to change the countertops? Are you going to do carpet? Are you going to do, vinyl plank flooring? What are you going to do? I mean, you got to do the work and then you got to hope that you could sell it at the right price and somebody's going to come and buy it from you. Think of all the work that it would take in order to get to that point. That is not investing. That is adding a second or a third job just so you can call yourself an investor. We worked with somebody once who they'd had a little bit of background in kind of doing some work on properties. And, the way that we work with our clients is we try to keep it very hands off. Well, this one particular client, he thought, well, I could do flooring. I used to be a flooring contractor. I could do my own flooring. So he bought a property in a market where we had a great group of folks that were out there doing the rehab on the properties, and he said, I don't want them to do it. I'm just gonna go do it myself. Well, guess what happened? So he goes out there, he gets all his flooring, he gets down there, he starts to put it down, he runs into one problem and another problem and another problem, and lo and behold, it takes him 2 to 4 weeks longer than it would have otherwise, simply because he wanted to do the work. You see, it wasn't his full-time thing, it wasn't what he was spending his life doing, but he took on this second job and couldn't dedicate enough time to it, and as a result, it made the investment go a lot longer before it turned a single dime. So flipping is not investing, it's a job. Get that out of your head that being an investor means you're flipping properties, okay? Point number 2 is this crazy misconception that you could get into real estate today with no money down and no credit. Listen, that is an expensive fallacy. And you'll hear a bunch of people that'll tell that to you, right? I guarantee if you were to search at any point, no money down real estate, you're gonna find so many videos of lots of people saying, here's how you do it. You wanna know how no money real estate works? You guys, somebody has to fund it in some way. I have a friend of mine who's done a lot of real estate, and he used to do this no money down real estate. And what he would do is he would go find somebody, get their money, become beholden to them. He'd go add his second job and flip the property and hope that he could sell the property and have enough money to be able to pay the person back who gave him the money, and then have enough left over after he worked who knows how many hours a week for who knows how many weeks just to get the property ready to sell. Now, if that sounds like simple and conservative real estate to you, if that sounds like hands-off investing to you, you and I are probably not gonna go hang out much, because the reality is no money down real estate, you're still getting money somewhere. Somebody has to have money with real estate. So now you're either beholden to somebody else or you're getting financing from somebody that is not going to give you very favorable terms. And no credit, well, now you're going to be some sort of a middleman between you and somebody else in order to buy a piece of real estate. And the reality is, it is work. In fact, I was just talking to a friend of mine today who said he got to start in real estate, and this is what he tried to do. He tried to do no money down real estate estate, no credit real estate. So he went and found properties, but he couldn't find anybody to sell the properties to. So he did one half of the work, couldn't do the other half of the work, and ended up just giving up altogether. So at the end of the day, the misconception of no money, no credit real estate is just that, is an expensive fallacy that could cost you dearly. Now, before I go on to the other misconceptions, before we give you some other really good stuff here, I just want to tell you that people don't understand real estate investing, but we do, okay? It's because we've been at this for 15 years, and I just want to say thank you for letting us share some of the ideas and some of the experience that we've had. We're so thankful that you're here. And look, this channel is not about trying to tell you that we know everything. It's simply trying to share some of what we know with you so that you can cut down the learning curve of what it might otherwise take, right? So we want to just say thank you for being here. We appreciate that you're watching. We want you to subscribe to the channel. We want you to share this video with others. If you want to find out how to do real estate, how to do more real estate, how to grow your real estate portfolio, this channel is for you. So make sure you hit subscribe, maybe hit that little bell so we can let you know when there's a new video. But we are so thankful that you're here. And now let's move on to the last couple misperceptions or conceptions, or maybe that's the same thing, of real estate, okay? Okay, misconception number 3 is this phrase that you've probably heard thrown around a lot in the real estate world, which is this: cash flow is king. Listen, cash flow is king. You could kiss my real estate, because here's the reality, all right? Cash flow is one aspect of real estate, but it is not the whole kit and caboodle. I'm just excited I could say kit and caboodle. It's not the whole kit and caboodle. Cash flow is one aspect of multiple profit centers. You know, for a long time, there was this standing rule in real estate. People treated it like it was the gospel truth, which was a 1% rule that said your cash flow had to be X amount percentage of your overall purchase price. And you know what? A lot of people lost out on a lot of really good deals that could have worked over the long run. Real estate provides multiple benefits, and cash flow isn't the only one. If you get into real estate and all you're looking for is cash flow, you may be missing a massive boat because you want to get into a little dinghy. So just realize that just because you've heard cash flow is king, cash flow is important, but it's not the only part of the game. Now listen, if you're ready to get into real estate, but the thought of having to be a landlord is just exhausting to you, right? If the thought of having tenants and having to take tenant phone calls, if that's just too much to bear, we get it, okay? Investing in single family rentals, it's one of the smartest things you could do to combat inflation, to beat the stock market, to grow your wealth, to save on taxes. And now there's a new way to do it so that you're not the one stuck doing all the nasty stuff like fixing the toilets and taking the tenant phone calls and getting a phone call on Christmas Eve and having to go bail somebody out. Listen, there's a different way that it can go, and that's what Done For You Real Estate does. We offer really simple and conservative real estate done for you. Properties that are managed by professionals, so you can sit back and relax while your money works for you. You know what? The other neat thing is the properties that we help our clients purchase, they're chosen specifically because of where they are, because of the characteristics, because they produce a high ROI, because we have the benefit of time on our side and we're in the right economies and markets, and they will grow over time. So if you're ready to learn more about Done For You Real Estate, if you are ready to start investing in real estate, click the link on the description below and set up a call with our team. Go book a call and we'll jump on and we'll help you take the next steps so you can begin stacking micro wins and creating millions. We'll see you next time.